there's fish in shallow water, Don. Got a bit of an algae bloom still on the lake. It's been a warm fall again. But the fish are in 5 feet, 3 feet, so you know what they're probably eating.
Yeah.
Probably chasing scuds. But we have some other secret weapons to try today in shallow water. And the amazing thing, we're sitting here just getting set up, and a bomber, Crodom, it lands on you.
Yeah.
Great big, it was a solid 12 3X.
Big bomber.
Like it's the last week of October. What the heck?
Hey, you never know. Maybe we'll get a bomber hatch today. That's today, as we take a sport fishing.
Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Maui Jim Sunglasses, Humminbird Fish Finders, First Tellurium Corporation, and Hardy Rods and Reels. That guy hit right there, Brian. Right there. As you're, oh. That's a nice start.
That's a nice start.
I haven't even got my line out yet. You just got going.
Fish in the weeds.
In the weeds.
Scud.
On the scud?
On the scud.
On the scud. Oh, that could be a
we're in 3 feet of water on the sound.
Really?
3 feet.
Yeah. Unreal. That's what we want to see. But you know what? We should probably throat sample this guy, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a throat sample. Let's see what he's got. I mean,
we'll do it. Yeah.
I haven't even got rigged up yet, and you were cast. You just took a couple of casts just to see, and bam.
I was just testing.
No kidding.
You know, in the fall, it's all about seeing fish move.
Yeah.
We saw 3 fish move in shallow, so if there's 3, there's more.
Like you said, I was getting the camera set up and everything. You said, oh, I'm going to take a couple of casts, and right away, bam, into it.
So we'll do a quick throat pump.
And it's always critical, right? We always start with a throat sample.
Yeah, just
to see. I mean,
see what's going on.
We did get them on shrimp. I mean, this is, oh, the fish just jumped right behind us. It is the time of year when the fish move in the shallow water to really key on the shrimp. And not all lakes have shrimp, do they, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of lakes do. A lot of lakes have shrimp, or some lakes don't have shrimp, do they?
Yeah, you know, the ones, typically lakes, tannic stained, lily pad, don't have great shrimp populations because that tells you there's not a lot of calcium in the water. And then if the pH is really, really high, you get a lot of white alkaline markings on the rock, then sometimes that pH is too high. So the sweet spot is, pH-wise is like 8 to 8.8. That sweet in this lake right now is probably about 8.5, 8.4. It's perfect.
But normally lily pad's no good. No good.
Not as good,
Not
no.
as good.
Because lily pad's like neutral to acidic water. Shrimp needs higher pH, alkaline water because that means there'll be calcium in the water to form their exoskeleton. So they need the calcium in the water to survive.
Right on, there you go. So that's good when you're going shrimping, you make sure the lake has shrimp.
So it's a gorgeous penasque. That's
nice. That is
pretty
gorgeous fish. Yeah, just beautiful. Oh, just everything.
Look at all the shrimp.
Oh yeah.
Most of them are alive.
Yeah.
Small hyalella, and a bigger one.
Yeah, small hylilas.
Yeah,
the little
there's
guys.
a couple bigger ones in
couple
there,
big
but-
ones. Okay, bigger
it's-
gammers. Nice.
Yeah, it's early, but it's a good sign. The fish are in, even though the water, the sweet spot, we like the water below 50 Fahrenheit for the really good fall fishing. We're down to 52, 53, but they're already in here looking, and so we know, we're going to probably be fishing most of the time here in water less than 5 feet in
Shallow
depth.
water. Beautiful.
Yep.
Well, that's a great start. Yeah, nice.
These fish are beautiful in the fall.
Oh,
Get a little
good.
fall color on them, little pink hue on the side. Oh, look at that, just stunning.
Oh, look at
Really
that.
pretty.
Gorgeous.
That guy ate it on the drop. I'm fishing a true
Yeah.
intermediate, 1.25 inches per second,
Okay.
3
Just
feet
3
of water.
feet of water.
It just plopped,
Yeah.
and he grabbed.
And he grabbed
just
it.
ripped
So
it.
they're just in looking. Look at me. Look at my setup. I haven't even got rigged yet. I just got my rod through there, and you've already landed 2 beautiful fish. I got to get going here. Oh, that's nice fish.
Look at that.
Oh, just beautiful chrome fish.
Oh,
Like, just gorgeous. Fish.
Gorgeous fish.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh my. Yeah, there he goes.
On.
I finally got a fly on.
Oh,
And he's gone.
that was a chunk.
That was a fat fish.
That thing was fat.
He wasn't that big, but he was fat.
And what you got on?
I just got, this is the one I've actually tied on the bench before. So this guy here, I've tied with the back. It's got that nice back on it. A little bit of that fat boy kind of resin, a little sparkle. But it's it's what I found is the gray colors. The little bit of green tinge in there with that gray makes for a great shrimp.
The cool thing about stripping scuds on sinking lines is it's not a love tap. They pull. Like I'm
have it.
using 10-pound tippet.
I just put an 11-pound weight on. Yeah.
Little loop knot onto the fly, and bead-headed, gold bead head. They just pound it,
Yeah. I love it. It's the best take in the world. It is.
except for an indicator drop.
Yeah, that's true. But it is. It's just that time of year is so special when so many guys are out fishing or out hunting in the fall.
Yeah.
In Minnesota, some of the best fishing.
Oh.
It is. It's just the best, especially when they're on shrimp. Oh, geez. Look at the size of this one, Bri. Oh,
The size of
look at
this
the
thing.
size of that thing. Oh my. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
And just, like the shrimp takes are great because they're always in the side of the mouth. And,
we're just gonna lift this fish up and show the shrimp in the corner of
Yeah,
its mouth. That's
yeah.
that's where it happens.
That's where it does, right there. Yeah.
Look at that.
Right there. Look at that nice sparkle
Yo.
scud you got on, Brian. That's a beauty. Oh, nice fish. Because they swipe at them, don't they,
Yep.
Brian? They
Oh yeah,
swipe.
no,
Yeah.
so now we're stripping, they're chasing a fleeing food source, and that's why the grab is so good. Just like you and me, we're strip, pause. It's on that drop. They just
Rack it. Yeah, I've had them just crush it on the pull even,
yeah.
on the strip. That's a gorgeous fish. But look at that beautiful fish, too. Look at how fat they are.
look,
Wow.
big old male,
Yeah, okay.
gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Getting fat. There he goes. This guy hit hard, Brian. He's just shaking.
So we're kind of anchored in amongst pads of vegetation. So we gotta horse them. So
We
what are
got-
you using for tippet?
So I've got the clear intermediate, like you said. I've got a stout rod. Again, I like to fish shrimp with a 6 weight. I
Yeah.
want something pretty heavy, and I've got 11.8-pound fluoroflex on here. Like you need it, because you got to muscle them through the weeds, and if you don't have heavy stout tippet
Oh,
with
yeah.
bigger fish, you're gonna lose them. And this is another healthy rainbow. Oh, another gorgeous bow. Oh my. Try to grab him there. Yeah. Oh, there he is there. Look at the colors though. They're just
Oh yeah.
beautiful. And these are all panastring, you're saying,
Yeah.
bro? All
Yeah,
panask?
these are beautiful looking panache.
Beautiful panask. Well, you know what? We haven't moved. We sat here for how long now? I don't know, 10 minutes? We've hooked 6 fish. Like, this is crazy. This is fantastic.
There's fewer fish moving here, but they're still in this. We're at 5 feet of water. They're still moving, but the bites we're getting now are they're not as aggressive. And we're getting plucks on the fly. So it typically happens, this is not late fall conditions by water temperature wise. So they'll bite for, like, we had a good hour and a half bite this morning, and then now it's tapering off.
Okay.
And so it's time to try blobs.
On
relax.
indicators?
Yeah, put our feet up, get the indicator out there. So we get these, we get these peaks and valleys in early fall fishing conditions based on water temperature.
Now,
and that's what's happening
Water
now.
temp, like what's it at right now?
Yeah, it's at 53.
So we want it below 50?
We want her below 50.
Right.
Yeah. So
Always a key.
They'll come back on.
Yeah.
But right now they're not going anywhere. They're not leaving the shallow water and going and sitting in the middle of the lake. They're just kind of idling along and not being as aggressive as they were earlier this morning. Like those strikes we got this morning just about ripped the rod out of your hand.
I love it.
They're not doing that now.
Yeah, so blobs with indicators.
Yep.
Nice. You can relax.
we can deal with that.
Yeah, I can get my chair and watch my bob for a while.
Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Maui Jim Sunglasses, Humminbird Fish Finders, First Tellurium Corporation, and Hardy Rods and Reels.
Oh, we put the blob back on because they went off the shrimp, which they do. They'll go shut off for a few hours maybe. And but in the fall, trying different colors of blob patterns, it's just something that's sitting in there. They've eaten lots of zooplankton all spring, summer, and now into the fall. So,
Nice fish.
They eat them. So it's great. We get to fish with the bobber and
The bobber for a while.
relax and watch that indicator go down. And today they're pounding it. Sometimes the indicator barely moves with blobs, but today they're
hitting it.
They're pretty good. They're burying it, which is nice.
Now that was your cotton candy. It looks like a little adaptation to the original cotton candy. Brian.
Yeah, it's just, we kept for years trying to figure out what that material was. So I've just been going through different fritzes to try to get that soft. I like that soft.
Yeah.
So when they take it,
They
take it with confidence. They don't spit it out as quickly.
Exactly.
Like another.
Oh yeah.
They're stunning fish.
Stunning. Beautiful. There you go. Whoa.
Oh.
Camera. And the little cotton candy. But this is your cotton candy adaptation.
Yeah, this is just a little
Just a
version,
little
just
different.
a little.
Yeah. Same colors though, right?
Yep, same colors. You and I are firm believers in general with blobs, that the softer material you use, the more effective I think it just breathes better.
I like it when it does it. Yeah, like that ecstasy and stuff.
Yeah. And I think the fish like it better. But
Well, proved it.
one day it'll be, biscuit. The next day might be chartreuse green.
Yeah.
And that's why, our boxes are pretty colorful when it comes to blobs. So you got to be willing to, first of all, try them. And second, try different colors. And then third, put them on an indicator or strip them.
Strip them,
Strip them
exactly.
can be very good as well.
So many people don't strip blobs, and it is killer sometimes.
So it's just another tool in the toolbox here
Gotta love
for
it.
us out on the lakes.
Nice. Well, today on the bench, by popular demand, I'm going to tie the cotton candy blob. We've used the cotton candy blob for a couple years, and it is one of our best blobs. And when I tie the pattern, I'm going to show you the one that we use with the fire orange agate. And I also love the red color on this fly. So make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we'll use a size 10 Firehole 321. We'll use some 12-aught fluorescent red thread to tie with, a 1/8 inch fluorescent orange bead for the bead, some fluorescent cheese agate for the body, and some fire orange agate for the back. So to start the fly off, I put the orange bead on with the small diameter towards the eyelet. And we're just going to take our thread and tie in a base layer and wrap it all the way to the bend of the hook. Now we're going to take our fire orange agate, and I'm just going to strip off a little bit of room at the end, just so it's clear of fuzz, and tighten the rear of the hook. And we'll use this to pull over the back a little bit later. Now take our fluorescent cheese agate, do the same thing, pull off a little bit of material at the end and tie it in at the bend of the hook. And once it's tied in, just wrap your thread forward almost to the bead. Leave a room for about 1 to 2 wraps. Now we're going to take our fluorescent cheese agate, and we're just going to wrap it forward to form the body. It usually takes, anywhere from 6 to 7 wraps up the hook. Just wrap it up until you get about 1 or 2 wraps from the bead. We want to leave a little bit of room for a collar. And tie it off. But don't cut it, just tie it off and leave that material. Now we're going to take our fire orange, pull this material back, and pull it over the top and wrap it in just behind the bead. Now take your thread and just pull that material back and wrap a little bit forward to your bead. Now we're going to take the fluorescent cheese, and I'm going to take another wrap in front, or just behind the bead, just in front of where I tied in the orange. And this creates a nice collar on the fly. And tie it off. Now that we have all our materials tied in, I'm going to build up a little bit of thread behind the bead and give it a couple of whip finishes. So there it is, the Cotton Candy Blob. Now again, as I mentioned at the beginning, we've used this fly very successfully over the past couple of years, and now we're actually modifying the colors. We've got the orange, red, we tie with a green bead. With blobs, the sky's the limit, so play around and try out some different colors because they work.
Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you by Maui Jim Sunglasses, Humminbird Fish Finders, First Tellurium Corporation, and Hardy Rods and Reels.
So we kind of went from shrimp, got quiet, went to blobs, got a few on the blobs, now back to leech, or
Back
two
to
leeches,
leeches.
which is our traditional.
Yep.
Well, that's good. So hopefully,
But again, we're at 6 feet of water.
yeah.
It's shallow.
But we moved back to our location. Nice. Nice little dull vampire. That's the whole key. Just keep changing. They're on the shrimp.
Yeah,
Once they finish the shrimp, we went to the blobs, hung the blobs for a while. Kath and Dale did great on the blobs down there. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. On the leech. There you go. The old vamp. Yeah. Just modified, but of course, with that. Oh, and you got the head turner. The head turner bead is always a real nice.
Had that bright chartreuse green.
You betcha.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, let's try some more. We got fish around. It's a good thing. Nice fish, Brian.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Yeah.
He's a dandy.
They're all good. They're all good.
They are. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Not the big guys we were getting earlier, but you know what? Nice. Quality fish.
Yeah, we're still getting them on the leech.
Yeah. Yeah. There, look at where he grabbed it. Right there. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, right where
There he goes.
There he goes.
They're starting to move again.
They are.
You know, it's mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
We had that good morning bite. Got on shrimp. They're coming back on again. They're probably going to eat shrimp again. But it's been pretty good bobber fishing. It's hard to take it off.
I know. But another dandy. You know, nice solid fish.
They're solid fish.
Yeah, beautiful. There it is. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. There he goes. Well, I went to your side.
And you got them.
And I got him. I hooked a fish worthy of filming. Yeah, it was just, it was funny, you know, because there's a nice little weed bed there, and there's really kind of flat here, but it is weedy in there. So I don't know, just smaller fish that side, and nice fish this side. And I don't know why. Do you have any idea why? But this is a nice one. Again, a nice healthy bow. And again, same kind of fly. We've got the modified Vampire. You know, this is Brent Schlenker's Vampire. And it works very well everywhere we go. It's got, you know, like you say, the bruised Vampire, right? It's got all the right colors. That kind of bluey purple color to it.
Black with that black.
Black,
background,
yeah. Oh, no.
Oh.
I proved myself wrong. There are bigger fish on this side.
You got a big one on the.
You know the key there, Brian, was the Freschi riffle changed.
Yeah.
The wind started coming this way, and then I cast this way, and I got this dandy. Oh, that's a nice fish. I'm not going to lose.
Nice fish.
I know, I'm not going to lose him this time. Oh,
that's a chunk.
That's a beauty. Oh, he could have been our pet fish back there, Brian. We had a fish, kept boiling right behind the boat. It was the most bizarre thing, but he wouldn't eat anything. And then I decided to drift this way again. There's the old, look at all the weed on the leech. But that's that's a healthy fish. A little different color, eh? A little different color to him.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful fish.
Yeah, but nice colors and there he goes. So the leech still good.
Oh, nice fish.
Yeah, another nice fish. Oh, and at least I got a decent fish again on this side. This side is not cursed, Brian. It's not cursed. You can get some decent fish on this side. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, beautiful.
And look at that, right in the top lip.
Yeah.
You know?
They ate it with confidence.
And the thing is I like about the leeches are those head turner beads.
Yeah.
Right? The head turner beads, they just sit perfectly, don't they?
Yeah. That's the killer. We got a bit of wind drift.
And we got a Canadian Llama, right? I get mine from the Canadian Llama. And that's where you get the head turners. They're unreal. And I think Trout Waters has them too. Actually,
Trout Waters has them.
Yeah, they got the head turners too. Oh, there he is. Oh, no. That is what you call an educated release. It calmed out, and I cannot get the fly in now coming this way with that Vampire. It's unbelievable. So they are cranked, and you worked the shrimp for a bit, right? You worked the shrimp for a bit and had the one fish. Yeah, that was it.
Couldn't get another fish on it, so I'm going back to my old bobber day.
I know. I can't believe you went away from the bobber. No, you had to try it though, because we saw more boil, but they are still on the leech. They are going now. He is tough. Ah, there he is. Oh. There he is there.
Oh yeah, you're nice.
There he goes. So just go through the iteration on the day. You know, we started with the shrimp. It was fantastic. I couldn't even get my line out. Brian was getting one every cast. Ba-bam, ba-bam. For about an hour and a half. Quieted off. Then we went to the blobs. Had some luck with blobs, but we weren't in great spots. Kathy and Dale did very well in the blob. Yep. We did okay. And then we decided to come back to this spot and fish leeches. And it's been nonstop, hasn't it? So I'm wondering, you know, would the day have been good to start with leeches? Who knows, right? But we know they're in here in shallow water, and the whole day has been shallow. So nothing deep, like everything is what, 6 feet or less?
Yeah, 6 feet or less.
Because I'm hanging about 4.
Classic fall fishing.
Yeah. So it's just the way it is. Oh. Look at this too, just, wow. Here's there. Just a nice little chrome guy.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes. He looked big.
You know, hanging 2.5 feet, 4 feet deep.
Casting right in. You're casting
that's
right in there.
Classic fall fishing.
Is it
That
ever?
shallow water. This is a chunk.
Oh, that's a nice fish. Look at him fighting down there. Oh, it's a beauty. And that's where they're going. They're going right into the fridge, right? The fish are not. They're past the grocery store. They're in the fridge.
We're
They
right
are in here eating.
Right down the shrimp aisle.
Yeah.
Leech
Down
aisle.
the shrimp aisle, leech aisle, and everything else, right? They go right in these reeds. All these reeds are right in there, 2-3 feet of water. Like it's just the best in the fall. Oh, this is a chunk, Brian. Oh my, that is a nice fish. Look at the beautiful colors on it. Wow. Oh, okay, got him in. There he is, we got him. Oh my.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a gorgeous fish. Right here, yeah. Beauty, Brian. That is just gorgeous. Right
Yeah.
on.
gorgeous.
Okay. Oh, beautiful.
All right.
All right, let him go. Yeah, he's ready to go. Oh, there he goes. Yeah. Yeah, nice, nice.
God, they're pretty in the fall.
Oh, they
Fish
ever.
are so pretty in the fall.
And they're just getting cranking. Can't go yet.
You just flipped it back in the water. You didn't even cast it yet. You have.
I'm wondering why. I flick it out, my bobber goes straight down. I'm going, what's going on? I lift my rod and there's a fish on there.
Oh.
So as that leech was sinking, this guy ate it. But you know what we're gonna do right now? We are gonna, that's enough for today.
Yeah.
We are done. We're back tomorrow. So you know what? Next week's show is day 2. Because I expect the same kind of weather, hey Brian?
Yeah,
Should
we
be the
might get a
same?
bit of. It's definitely clouding over.
Yeah.
But it's good. Fall fishing.
Fall fishing, and you know what? Hopefully Dale and Kath will join us again. But wow, with this going on, unreal. Tomorrow, next show, should be a pretty awesome day. Take care. Oh, jeez. But when you're out here, take care, because where I was. We'll see you next time. We're taking sport fishing on the fly.